A poor little owl had fallen from its nest on a rainy day, confused and lost in the middle of a cold road. The sky was gray, and the rain splashed against its tiny wings, leaving its whole body soaked and causing it to shrink in fear. With every step it trembled in terror, yet no one bothered to look back. The creature closed its eyes without making a sound, as if it had lost all hope and accepted defeat. Then, a girl walked by and suddenly stopped when she saw the little being trembling under the pouring rain. Without hesitation, she bent down and embraced it, warming it with her own thin, wet coat. Once home, she dried its wet feathers with a soft towel and used the hairdryer on the gentlest setting to warm the tiny body. What worried her more, however, was that the owl's eyes were red and swollen, filled with pus and almost unable to open due to a severe infection. The animal couldn't cry out in pain, it just remained silent and exhausted, with no strength left to resist or avoid the stranger's hand. The girl carefully cleaned and disinfected the area around its eyes, and then, like a dedicated nurse, meticulously applied anti-inflammatory drops. Food was cut into small pieces, and she patiently fed them to the poor bird, which was hungry and weary after many days of wandering. At first, it was almost indifferent, but after a few bites, its survival instinct kicked in, and it quickly devoured the meal. At that moment, the animal seemed to lift its head, trying to open its eyes as if attempting to remember the face of the person who had saved its life. For an entire week, the girl regularly gave it medicine, cleaned its eyes, and spoke to it in a gentle voice. By the 8th day, the owl could open its eyes, see clearly, and let out its first soft calls. It began to curiously explore the room, hopping from the table to the chair, and then climbing onto the girl's shoulder as if to show its trust. The girl gave it an affectionate name, made a nest from dry branches and soft cloth, and hung it near a sunny window. Her family also grew fond of the little creature, considering it a special member of their cozy home. They even set up decorative branches around the porch, creating a space where the little owl could practice flying and jumping, much like in the wild. Gradually, the animal became active, playful, and curious, flying around the house and landing in front of its owner. From a weak being that could barely survive, the bird had gained a new life, faith, and a loving home. The girl's affection for the little owl surprised many people around her, who never expected that an animal often avoided and disliked could become so friendly and endearing.